Hi guys, welcome to Heidi Di's Crafty Corner and welcome to Sunday Chit Chat. Kind of late in the day. I can't see the clock, but I think it's about 1 o'clock. My husband went to go hit some golf balls and I figured let me go ahead and do Sunday Chit Chat. So I threw the shirt on. What do you think? Bright, right? Don't get excited because there's pajama bottoms underneath it. Keeping it real, girls, keeping it real. So I thought today we would just do a little chit chat and a kind of life update, let you know what's been going on. Had some things going on this month. First thing I wanted to say though, hold on, as I go out of camera. Oh, I don't even know where it's at. Do you guys remember the distress ink, the oxide ink that I was giving away? Do you remember that? I don't know where it's at. I never, as far as I know, I never heard from the winner. So if you are the winner, and I don't remember who you are off the top of my head, but if you are the winner and you just forgot to tell me that you want it and give me your address, or if I have misplaced it, please do so again today and I will get that sent off to you. If I don't hear from you by midnight tonight, we'll pick another winner tomorrow from the comments under that video. Okay, that takes care of that. All right, so let's talk about life. Jeez, guys, this last month has been a killer. I'm going to try to get through this without crying. Yes, there is a sad part to all of this, so if you're sensitive to sadness, maybe click off now. Okay, so I know I've told you guys that, I'm just going to get the sad part off right now, get it out of the way. I told you guys that my little kitty was sick. She actually got sick 6 months ago, exactly, the first time, and we didn't know what caused it. She quit eating, quit drinking, was throwing up a little bit, was lifeless, didn't want to move around, and took her to the vet, and she was dehydrated. That's all they could find wrong with her. All the tests they did, all they could find was dehydration. So she got admitted into the pet hospital, she got hydrated, and she still wouldn't eat or drink when we brought her home, so I had to syringe feed her and drink her and give her an appetite enhancer, something that made her hungry. And she started eating and drinking on her own after about a week. All was fine. Right about 3 weeks ago or so, she slowed down in eating, slowed down in drinking. Now we know exactly how much she's drinking because oddly enough, when she got sick last time, she would only drink out of a glass. After we were syringe giving her water, she would go to my husband's glass of water and she would drink out of the glass, but she wouldn't drink out of the bowls, any bowl. So we started giving her a glass of water. That was great because we could see exactly in a glass how much water she was drinking a day. And she's a small cat, so she never drank a lot, but we could see how much she was drinking. She pretty much was drinking very little. She was eating very little. I'd say maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons of dry food a day. So I went out and bought her some cat treats. I changed her food. I left big notes all over the house. Please give the cat treats. I was doing anything to get her to start eating. When it looked like she really wasn't going to eat anymore, like at all, I started back syringe feeding her on a rescue food and made the appointment with the vet, took her in. They ran a crap load full of tests, and it turns out she has cancer. So she probably had cancer 6 months ago, just in the first stages of it, and we didn't catch it then. And now it was a little too late to do anything for her. So a choice had to be made whether we were just going to euthanize her or bring her home and give her some medicine to make her comfortable and, do it that way. In the back of your head, you think, what if they're wrong? What if they're wrong? So I couldn't do it. I brought her home. And I hand fed her and hand syringed watered her for a few weeks. And then on May 31st, she passed away. So that happened. In that time frame, I did not go to the gym once. I was a complete basket case. I was, I'm already taking care of a sick dog, and now I'm taking care of a sick cat and, grandbabies and such. So, and I keep getting sick myself, which I don't really know why. Maybe I'm run down, maybe, I don't really know what's going on. But as of right now, I can tell you I have a super sore throat again and still nasally, as you can hear. So what is up with that? Hold on, let me just adjust my eyeballs a little bit. So, haven't really been to the gym. My plan is, today's Sunday, of course, my plan is to start back tomorrow. My plan, because I'm going to have my grandbaby's schedule. My son-in-law got a job where he won't be picking the kids up at 6 or 7 or 5 or 4 or anything like that. So I will be dropping the kids off to their mom, and that's closer to 8 o'clock at night. So it's 6 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. I'm not going to the gym at 8:30 at night. I know that's not going to happen. So my plan is to get to the gym in the morning before I pick the kids up. So, starting tomorrow, I'm back at it, girls. I'm back at it. Now, I haven't really been on the scale either, but I don't think I've gained any weight. I know my blood sugar spiked this month. It did real good last month, and this month it went back up again. I'm also deficient still in B. I'm getting a vitamin B shot every week, but my vitamin B is not really coming up, and my vitamin D is not coming up, so that might be why I'm getting sick. I don't really know. So that's going on. What else is going on? Susie, aka the school teacher, goes back for her six-month checkup. As you guys know, she has a very rare form of cancer. Very rare. And she just went through treatment for it, and she did pretty good. And things looked pretty good. But this is her 6-month checkup. So she leaves for that, I think, in the next week, 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks. She'll be flying up to Little Rock, Arkansas, and doing her PET scans and all of those tests all over again to see how she's doing. So that's a little worrisome. But so yeah, that's going to be going on. And what else? It seems like there was one more thing. One more thing. I sat down yesterday and started a schedule of filming, because my schedule really is changing with the babies. It's changing quite a bit. So it's like Saturdays I'm not available to film anymore. Late nights, which means, I don't know about that whole filming thing after they leave, because then I still have things to do once they leave to get ready for the next day to pick them up. So I'm not sure. But I have some things written down. I'm going through my schedule a little bit. And as you guys know, we started back up Wednesday. That'll be the last Wednesday of every month, and I'm excited about that. We'll be picking our first winner since the month break I took on this Wednesday. And it just so happens I don't have the kids on Wednesday, so I'll be shooting a couple of videos. I have a couple of videos already. One I'm going to put up today. And a couple I'm kind of holding on to put up when I'm super busy. I also want to put, I have some videos that are going up, so you can look forward to that. What else is new? Did you guys see MFT's new release is going to have a pirate set? So I'm not going to say no to that. Dear Lord, I could not believe it. And then I'm like, oh, but the new Pirates movie came out with Johnny Depp. So that's why everybody's doing pirates. I'm like, why? I can't say no to pirates. I can't. I enjoy making pirate cards for somebody that's close to me. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to get that. So that'll be coming up in a few days. I think so far all I've seen that I really am going to get, though, is the pirate stamp set. And I like that ship window that's the same size as the shaker card inserts. You could easily make that yourself, but I kind of like it. So if it's not overly priced, I'm going to get that. And I might get the owls because I also have a customer that buys a lot of owl cards. So I might get that. Not sure about that yet. So I'm curious to see what else is going on there. I did not pick up. I was talking to Heidi here on YouTube and on Facebook. I was talking to her. I don't think she'll mind that I tell you this, but she got the new kit from Gina K Designs, the new kit. And I've done them a few times. I haven't purchased it yet, but I'm toying with it. She's going to get it, though. I cannot wait to see. She's actually going to start making cards. I'm super, super, super excited for her. I mean, super excited for her. I can't wait to see. She does a lot of mixed media and journal stuff, and she's got a good eye. She's really good. She's really good. I can't wait to see how she turns that into cards as well. So I'm so excited for her. But she's going to be getting that kit, and I'm toying about getting it, but knowing the new MFTs coming out, I was like, I don't really know if I want to spend $60 right now, and I still have so many other florals, and I just picked up a lot of her foiling stuff and a lot of her nautical stuff that I still haven't used yet. I'm crazy about those lighthouses, absolutely crazy. I did the, what is it, the bird, I forget the name of the bird, what the bird is, one that sits on the two little poles. But I want to do that turtle and the fish scene as well. So, yeah. Actually, I was just thinking, I would love to see what Heidi can do with that turtle and fish, with all of her multimedia, her, the stuff that she does. I'm not a good messy crafter like that. I actually don't like getting dirty, believe it or not. So I do it sometimes, but I don't have a lot of the inks and the the spray inks and all that sort of stuff. I really don't like getting dirty. Just don't. I don't like making a huge mess either, but I do like it. I tried doing one of the this is a funny story. I tried doing one of the galaxy cards, where you put down all the colors and then you do the black, and then girls, no. I was a hot mess. My desk was a hot mess, and I thought it looked horrendous. Now granted, it looked just like everybody else's, and everybody else's looked great. I didn't like it, so I guess everybody's a little bit different, right? So I just really didn't care for it. And the other thing too, if you guys, this is something I'm looking for, I have in my mind. There's a couple of things. One, I want some more watercolor. Now, Simon Says Stamp gave us these in the last kit. Remember that? These are by Danielle Smith. Is that it, Danielle Smith? These are some gorgeous colors, guys. Beautiful. So I was thinking about maybe getting some tubes of this. I have the Gamsey Kuretake Gamsey Tammy watercolors. And I've got, of course, watercolor pencils and my water brush pens and a few other things that are watercolor based. But I'm thinking I want to really... What do you guys think about the Peerless water paper? The watercolor that's on the papers. What do you think about that? And how many of you have these and are using them? Let me know what you think. I'm blown away by the colors of this. blown away. I do have some watercolor in tubes that I picked up at a local craft store that's just, you know, a no-name brand or whatever, and the pigmentation and the brightness, how vivid they are not the same at all. So I'm curious if you use either the Peerless watercolor system, that's on the paper, because I was thinking that would last a long time. Because, you know, I tend with my that one. I tend to mix up too much. I tend to use too much. It's like I feel like I'm always wasting paint. I don't like to waste. So I was thinking that maybe the tubes where I can kind of put a little bit into a pan and then leave the pan, you know, or maybe the papers. I'm curious about those two. Let me know what you think. But yeah, these colors, I pretty much used all the green and the pink. Those colors were amazing, as you can see. Amazing, amazing. So I'm kind of thinking that. And then the other thing I'm looking for is I really like to do layers on my cards. Ovals, squares, circles, you name them. The whole spectrum. I like to do layers. I like to have a little tiny background underneath a white layer of a different color, pops of color. And I'm really having a hard time finding, like especially with ovals and not so much circles, but ovals especially, finding ovals that have a matching, that, you know, like I could do a scalloped edge and a regular where they match up. Like sets, you know, nesting sets that are like that. So if you know of something like that, let me know. And yeah, I'm going to shut this a little short today. So I hope you guys have had a great day. That's what's going on with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.